Hey, it's Valeri. You're watching PHILA, the ultimate YouTube channel. I'm no cinematographer, just a dude with a camera. Okay, I'm working on this buggy mainly because I want to get the pan and the chassis all ready to roll and dialed in. You know, it's not like I don't have enough projects sitting around. But anyways, I've been working on the pan. I'm just getting the pan halves together, and it had a lot of surface rust on it because this was a beach buggy. So I'm going to just show you today exactly how I converted the rust to an iron oxide and was able to just get it off super easy. So here it is. Go ahead and enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can keep up to date on all the rest of the stuff I got going on here. Thanks so much. All right, as you remember in the last video, I took this pan that was from the white buggy, and it's just been a nightmare with the sand. So I popped off both of the pan halves, and I'm now cleaning all the rest of the rust that's on it. So I'm going to be spending the day just treating the rust with a neutralizer that will deoxidize everything. You know, I've got the pan halves already started being fit. So I've taken those off, and I'm going to do a complete cleanup on the pan so I can have it ready for paint once the pans are on. All right, it's about 10:30 in the morning. Let's see the temperature. Only 112. It's pretty hot. Anyways, I want to show you guys this. I had just finished degreasing the bottom again, and the top now is going to be for the second time. But I wanted to show you that I'm not just covering all this up with spray paint. I'm still going to go over here a little bit more, but as you can see, it's been all completely neutralized. I haven't done here because I'm getting ready to grind off all the spot welds so we can get ready for the floor placement. There's one of my little brackets for my jig. So now that I've got most of the rust knocked down, I'm going to grind all these pop welds and then hit the whole thing with my wire wheel, and then we'll give it a whole nother shot of degreasing. Now the funny thing, and I've got inside this tunnel, I'm still going to get a lot more in there, but this car was a beach buggy, and every time I move this thing I have a pile of sand, and I've been inside the tunnel with vacuum hoses and sucked all of it out, and I've stood the thing up and I've turned it upside down and I've set it on the side, and every time I move it I find a little pile of sand. So I've got a long way to go before I could start applying paint. That's all I need to do is apply some paint, and all of a sudden a pile of sand shows up. All right, so I'm going to get busy. I think it's going to be time to shut this door. As you can see, we got everything out in the parking area. Few motors, few cars, few pans. Got a couple more over here waiting in line, and we are going to finish this one up. And even the front, getting all this off. All right, time to get to work. I think it's time to maybe close the door, put on the AC, put music back on. This is the stuff I've been using. A must for rust crud cutter, and it said that this 32-ounce bottle was discontinued, and I panicked, but then I found this by the same company in the 1-gallon form and put it in the spray bottle, and it works unbelievable. So take a look at these pictures I'm gonna post, and you know, wasn't planning on documenting all this, but here's some pictures of the pan when it was first upside down, and how it looked, and how it looks now, and how it's going to look after it's painted. The pan had a lot of surface rust from the beach weather, salty sand and the whatnot, but it wasn't, you know, there was no real significant rot or no cancer at all. So we got the thing taken apart, and you know, saw the pan was strong enough and healthy enough for us to do some rust conversion on it, so we got out the right chemicals and went to town on it. All right, I want to make a little correction. I keep saying degreasing it, and I'm not degreasing it. Just had a few spots that I had to do. But what I'm doing is this rust prevention and converting it to an iron oxide. And as you can see, this was all rusty, and now that's bare metal, and this has brought up all the paint. All in here. And if you look, I mean, even the cradle for the motor had the most corrosion. It wasn't even, you know, it wasn't really corrosion. It was just a lot of oxidization from being at the beach. All in here. This area here was really corroded. You know, I still got a little ways to go. But you put this stuff on and you wait 24 hours. Now, I'm not patient enough to wait 24 hours. And they say do not allow it to get on concrete. Well, I've washed this thing a couple of times and I guess I've messed up my horrible paint. As you can see, I still have some wet areas where it's still doing its trick. And so I went down here, ground down all my spot welds and treated it all in here. All underneath. This cradle, like I said, was really rusty, and that looks bare metal now. All right, so in the morning, I'm going to go ahead and flip this thing over and give the whole bottom side of the cradle and everything a paint job. Some high heat black gloss. Same thing up here. All this will be painted top and bottom, and then I will continue fitting the pan sections on. What happened is this passenger side, I had the wrong one. It was 3 inches too short, and I wanted to make it match, so I just had to get another one coming. All right, that's it for now. So we will be back to the cleaning, the scraping, the fitting, and the welding soon here on PHILA TV. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you soon. Ciao.